It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Good evening, model citizens. Welcome to Humanity Junction. My name is Heath. Tonight is Modeling Monday. I hope everyone is having a great start to the week. I have had an interesting weekend, and we'll get to that in a little bit. If you've seen the trailer, I do have... Let's see if I'm a little... If you've seen the trailer, I will have a video a little bit later this week. I did get to record some circus trains on Saturday, and maybe if I remember, I'll talk a little bit more about that. But before we get going with everything, let's check in and see who is joining us this evening. We've got Wigwag Workshops checking in. We've got Steve 87th PSAP. We've got Shays N Scale is here. Roy Eltham coming in from the West Coast. Ray Ron VR in the house. Art PDRRE, or I always want to say PDRRE engineer, but it's PD. Anyway, Art's here. Norman Rose in the house. Nathan DeLay is here. We have Mr. Jimbo Trains. We've got Greg from Midsummer Railway N Scale. Michael McCarville is joining us. Roy Eltham is here. We got Mark from M&M Rails. We got Lynn McCurdy. We've got John 2618. We also have John Knopfel in the house. Grandpa Rails JD is here. Dwight Curley is joining us. Dragon Lover 68. Drew Dude's Model Trains is checking in. David Atkins joining us as well. Dan's Model Railroad Journey. Creepy 013. We got the Australian contingent coming out in force tonight. We've got Roy Containerman 68. We've got Artie from America Model Railroading. Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider. Andrew Step is here. Andy and I actually went to the train club together this weekend, and that's where I recorded the trailer that you saw a little bit earlier. Fred Wild's joining us. I think I saw Lauren Hurwitz was here earlier. Sparky 107's checking in. I think that's most people. If I missed you, I apologize, but thank you so much for being here. I do have a poll going on. I thought it'd be fun as people are starting to... Art says, thanks for the sort of shout out, Heath, I think. As people start heading out to the train shows, I thought it would be an interesting question to ask. Are people able to stick to their budgets when they go to train shows, or do they hit the ATM? Or do people, not have budgets and just show up and whatever happens happens. Also, I guess it was on that side. We just ran all the Model Railroad shows, so if you've got a show and it wasn't on that list, send myself or one of the Sidetrack Sunday people an email, or just email the world and tell them that you've got a show going on, and we'll get you added to the list. Yep, Roy, that exactly. What's a budget? I figured I would add that because I'm sure there are a lot of people in that situation. Let's take a quick gander at the Model Railroader Health Challenge that we've got going on. I'm trying to catch up again. I had a week of work last week, but we do have some updates. If people still want to join, in sort of the health challenge, it's about, getting healthy with a group of people, feel free to email me and we'll get you added to the list. Right now we've got 18 people. We've got some people, 7% loss, BMI. There's one at 9%. And then there's me, but I actually haven't weighed myself this week, so I'm not sure exactly where I lie, but we'll see. My budget is this. Do I have money left in the bank? Yes. Okay, good. I just noticed I didn't change my shirt. I've got all these shirts hanging on the wall over here, my Humanity Junction shirts, and I forgot to put on one of my shirts. Wow, Heath, I like your display in the background. It's an awesome studio. Thank you so much. I haven't this last week, it's been a little bit of a whirlwind of a week. It was my first week back of work since the pandemic started. The first part of the week, I was in a studio environment. We did an installation for a new TV show coming up. I also, Jerry, right? I'm out of uniform. I'm debating just throwing it on over top of this, but it was a TV show. I'm not going to mention who the host is, but the host showed up at the end of the week. Actually showed up on both Thursday and Friday. He came in, he walked up to everybody. He was like, "Hey, my name's blah, blah, blah. Thanks for your help." And when he left, he said, "Thanks everybody." So it was really pretty incredible experience. It was a good experience back to work the week on that studio show. But everyone's talking about it's not a train show, but if I don't get more work, I might have to start selling stuff off, but we'll see. My work this weekend was interesting, though. If you guys don't know, there was a hurricane that came through this area, Henri, and they thought it might hit New York City. It actually bypassed us, ended up hitting Rhode Island. But I worked 2 overnight shifts, one on Saturday night, one on Sunday night. The one on Saturday night, we arrived at 10 p.m. We started working around 10:30, 10:45. From 10 to 11, Central Park had 2 inches of rain, which was more rain than they've ever had in an hour period of time. So, April, I need work. If you've got work, send it my way. I'll do prop work. If you got prop work, I'll do prop work. But yeah, so it was very interesting. If it wasn't for the other 100 people that were also on the call, I don't know that I would have survived being out in the rain all day, because it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, I'll do it. Where's the show, April? Send me the info. I don't know that I'm a props master, but I can sweep a floor like anybody else. But I do, people are talking about this room, and this room definitely would not have been possible if not for the members that contribute monthly through Patreon and YouTube. as well as all of my channel sponsors, and also all the people that just support doing like super chats, super stickers, and all that stuff. So I do just want to play a quick video just thanking everybody for all their support. Andy Estep is definitely more of a prop master than I am. I would definitely be more of a prop person than anything else. Heath, you should see if any of the department stores that are left need someone to work on the display trains. Tell them you know somebody. Interesting enough, there is a wine store on the corner that's actually got a little model train set, and for a little while I thought about seeing if I could help them out or whatnot, and I just never I just never did it. Prop master, main job, roll, scream at everybody for touching the props that they are not supposed to. Generally on the jobs I work, most people know not to touch the props, but yeah, it definitely comes up. Tim says, it missed me even more than I told Mike Pringle, apparently, if it hit Rhode Island. Yeah, I don't know how hard Rhode Island got hit. I'm kind of glad it missed New York City, but it was still pretty crazy. The rain and the wind sometimes were pretty intense. Pretty intense sometimes. But yeah, I've been going through some stuff, and I don't know if I'm gonna put any of this stuff up, but I got all these stickers that I found in my I used to have a work box when I did more work off and on, and I found all the stickers that I had around in my work box. Cameron from Caboose 121 have a small support. Thank you so much, Cameron. Much appreciated. Yeah, Fred, that is the difference between Broadway and community theater. Yeah. Is he out cleaning up? Oh, where is Ian? Oh, that's a good point. Ian could be out in the rain right now. I hope he's not out in the rain. But one of my happiest moments as a New York City store window display designer maker was getting a standard gauge set in the window one year. That's actually, that's pretty cool. I like seeing the trains. James from Boulder Creek Yard, send some of the rain this way. Yeah, whatever happened with the fires, James out there? Are you guys all okay? I don't know. I don't know what happened with all that, but yeah, I've got some. I used to have a work box at my job that I did before the pandemic, and I had some. These are just stickers of outlets, so I just put a sticker of an outlet on something, and there were people that actually would try and plug some stuff in. Apparently, the fires are still going in California. Yeah, there was so much rain here in the East Coast. It would be nice if we could have sent some your way. But yeah, I've got all these funny little things. Thinking, please wait. What we've got here is a failure to communicate. It is what it is. What do I got here? Don't judge me. If you're reading this, then you're not working either. I just like all these little stickers. I'm gonna try and find some spot to put them. I'm not sure where, but I like having these little, these little things. This is one that I could have used this weekend. The beatings will continue until morale improves. That's a usual good one here. Danger, stupid kills. Let's see what else I got in here. Attention, this is not yours. Do not touch it. They do need to refill all those reservoirs. We had they use water ballast a lot of times when they set up temporary stages, and they had a whole bunch of water ballasts that were obviously overflowing with water. But it was just crazy the amount of the amount of water was just too much. So, Mr. Eltham, what's happening, sir?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Are you in the California fire area, or is that
No, that's
north of you?
That's way far north of here.
Yeah.
Way up in Northern California. It's basically part of Oregon. The part of California that matches Oregon more than it does California.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, to me, California is all just on the other side of the world. I can't. People like name places like Santa Clara and Santa Cruz and Santa and this and that, and I know they're all different places. I just can't keep track of which are near San Francisco, which are.
Well, the ones you said so far are near San Francisco.
Gotcha. So how are you doing these days?
Doing pretty good. I had a week off last week. De-stress and decompress. Did a lot of playing with trains and train challenge videos since there was a whole bunch of new ones.
Yeah, I got to catch up on those. I only have one covered hopper, so
That's enough.
That's gonna be a pretty simple one for me, and it happens to be the Sidetrack Sunday hopper.
There you
so
go.
That's all I'm gonna do. What I was thinking though is I should do like a circus train challenge, and I should convince people to do that. But I don't know how many people would have circus trains, so I don't know how well that would go over.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that challenge. I don't have any circus train cars at all.
Yeah,
Sorry, Heath.
So Jack has the covered hopper one. I think Peter Lloyd Lee did a passenger train one, and then I thought I saw another one come out as well.
Chris at Govia did a triple cat dare, which is boxcars.
Oh, I got boxcars. But yeah, I was called out by two separate people to do the covered hopper one, and I still need to get to it, but just haven't had time yet.
You could just throw the hopper on your little back and forth track with a loco and film it, and there you go.
If that trolley had a coupler on it, I might just throw it on with the trolley and let that go. But trolley doesn't have trolley has no couplers, so I guess I could just let it push it in one direction and then turn around and push it in another direction as they go. Anthony Dodge says $5 and $5 Aussie dollars from my cousin. Oh, there you go. Is your cousin watching along with us, Anthony Dodge? But yeah, I've been lucky. We've only had 3 smoked. Oh, that is great. 3 smoke days this year. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I lost track because I was this is my first week back at work. I haven't been very good at like keeping up with videos. I wouldn't say I've been very good over the last 3 or 4 months, but definitely haven't been really good recently. David says he'll be challenging Heath on my video tomorrow. So yeah, people may have challenged me on stuff, and I may have missed it, which I may feel a little bad about. But yeah, I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
But let's. Oh, I thought Chris just gave out a general challenge. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
So Chris's challenge was to anybody could do it, but then you still call out other people.
Okay. Yeah, the call-out's like interesting, good and bad, because like you have to know who else was called out to call somebody else out. And
yeah,
like
I don't
the
think
second.
I don't think it matters too much. Like, I just challenged somebody in chat the other day to do it because they hadn't been called out yet. I don't think anyone really cares if you were called out so much as participate in the challenge and call out some other people. I tried to call out people that were like outside of the normal circles to sort of bring people in to the fold more, but you know.
And that's what I would probably try and do, is find some, although they've got to be people that, you know, post videos as well, because...
Yeah, well, like, so one of the people I challenged was Robert's Train Set over in the UK, right? He posts all the time, but he's not normally in all these streams very often. But he replied he's going to do the challenge. He doesn't have normal American-style boxcars because he's in the UK, but he'll still do something.
Do wagons or something.
Oh, right, yeah, Vinny has
wagons.
Vinny has the Power Move Meet challenge.
Power Move Meet.
So you have to do 2 sets of 2 locos, and they have to pass each other.
No one I saw called me out, so I did it myself. See, that's the way you just got to do it.
Yeah,
just gotta.
I think the only one that was started as call out only or dare only was Jack. Dared 3 people and told them to dare 3 more and let it propagate. Everyone else was kind of, you know, just do it. The normal challenge style.
Yeah, I like that first sort of round of challenges was really fun. Like, we got to see a little, a lot of sort of different stuff come out of it. So it's fun that it's coming around again.
Yeah, that first round of challenges is what got me started making YouTube videos of my layout. Was to respond to the challenges. Before that, I hadn't done any layout videos or train videos. So.
And now you're live streaming with multiple camera angles and all kinds of stuff going on.
So on my view there, you can see I've extended the main line around my staging area. So that I moved my camera so you could see.
Oh, so this is that wing that's off to. I was going to say the left, but it's to the right.
It's the right. It depends on which way you're looking. It's the right for me in the room.
Gotcha.
When I face the layout, it's the right side.
Sparky wants to know if anybody did his caboose challenge. Sparky, you're talking about if anybody did it previously, or did you do another caboose challenge that people are supposed to do?
Yeah, did you do another one?
I actually have. This section are all my boxcars, but all the cabooses are actually still in one place because of Sparky's challenge. I still kind of had when I put everything up there, they all sort of ended up landing in the same spot anyway. So
yeah.
I did 2 caboose challenges for you, Sparky.
I did the original caboose challenge from Sparky.
I did the original one. I didn't see another one, but
yeah, I wasn't aware there was another one.
Let's start. I thought I'd do a couple unboxings just because I do have a couple little things that came in the mail. This is the one that I already opened, and on the groups.io N-Scale group, they Roy, Mr. Jimbo's asking you what cameras you're using.
So I have a C922 and a C920 are the 2 that are on the layout, and then the one that's on me is a HP 4310. It's just webcams, 1080p webcams.
The webcam that I have in this contraption, that's a webcam up there.
Right.
This is a GoPro Hero 5. This is a Canon camera, and this is my phone. So I've got a little bit of everything going on, but somebody on the groups.io page basically sold some circus stuff, and he was selling them at a really, really good price. So I actually have all of these, but speaking of budgets, it was at a good price. So how could I? You know, I don't need them. I've got them, but yeah, I don't know why I bought them.
So if you see right there, that's a big Train World box.
Oh yeah.
That's my HO stuff I ordered last week.
Wait, I didn't think you were an HO scale modeler.
I will be also HO in the future. I actually planned like last year that I was going to do N scale for the main big layout, and then I'm going to do a switching layout, kind of a little bit long shelf layout as HO.
Same room.
Yeah. It's in fact it's going to go directly above the staging, so like right above my head in the view.
So Mr. Biktova is asking how I'm bringing my phone into the stream. I'm using NDI. So there's an app called NDI-HX. I got it when it first came out, so it was free back when I first got it. But now they want like $20 for it or something. But it's great. I mean, it's very low latency. I mean, you can see, well, you can kind of see me reach my hand out. It's like the latency is really low. T is the smallest scale. Nathan, this locomotive is DC. I actually have 3 of these right now, so there will be some that'll be converted once I get brave enough to do it. Joey says, I don't have a budget. I let the models I buy determine how much I spend. Yeah. That's so I do have a poll going. If people haven't seen the poll yet, I'll get back to it later, but it's about budgets.
Yeah, so I talking about it was a good price, so I got it. Somebody on eBay was selling an HO scale Santa Fe California Zephyr set, or not California Zephyr, but the old ribside passenger car set with an F unit A and B, and I got the whole set for $42.
Oh, nice. It's
DC, but
that you can't see it there. That GG1 that's up here, that's how I ended up getting into O scale. It was just too good of a price. So what I'm using for a mixer, I'm using OBS. So everything's going from OBS into StreamYard, all my mics, all my cameras, and everything. And then I've got an iPad down over here, and I'm using that to switch all the camera views and stuff. So Z is the smallest scale I have, but the T scale is actually smaller than Z scale.
Yeah, Z
and I think that's the. I think that's the smallest commercial.
Yeah. Z is 1 to 240, and T is 1 to 450.
So I'm curious. Someone's asking if this is an extended cattle car. This may be a. I think this is an Oxarbin car, but this may be a Lowell Smith car. Which, if this is a Lowell Smith car, I got this for a really great price. But I don't know. I'm not sure if that is or not. I'm gonna have to look that up. But
they definitely did really long stock cars like that.
Lowell Smith did, or
no, just in general. And I believe they were primarily used for circuses, but they might have used them for regular cattle too. Towards the end of the time when they would do cattle on trains, because I don't think they do that anymore. Really, not live cattle anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into these longer ones. I'm not sure. So these are why I bought this sort of set. They're not standing up very well. I had these other ones up here. I might have this Sparks one. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely don't have these two. So that's kind of why I bought this this set of cars from the guy, was from these two. So I'll need to do a little bit more research. Uh, I assume they're stock cars, Sparky, but I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, Jason, train freak.
So this is a Jomar car, which I've got. I've got another one of these, but with a completely different paint scheme. This.
Uh-oh. We lost Heath. Let's see if he comes back.
Apparently, I kicked myself out of the studio.
I didn't know what to do. I just sat there waiting. Sorry.
Yeah. David wants to know, can you get DCC sound chips for T-Scale? I have never seen one, but that doesn't mean you can't get them. Randall says, you got an option on the Series 4. I try to stick to a budget, but it falls apart later on. That's kind of the no, I hit up the ATM one. But yeah. Lynn says, come back. Roy, seriously. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what I hit that I kicked myself out, but
you probably waved your hand at your pad that has the buttons to change scenes or something.
I don't know. Yeah, basically, I broke it. So, but blame me for
blame
for
me.
Whatever.
You're not wearing the appropriate shirt, but that's okay.
I'm not wearing any branded shirt today. I totally messed that one up, but we'll get back to it. Sparky says, I want a T-scale train for a kiddie ride on my HO scale layout.
That would be cool.
I believe people have done that. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome. I would like to see that as well. I haven't seen any T-scale though that wasn't. I think all the T-scale I've seen is like TGV type trains though. I mean, I guess you could use a TGV train as a kid train, but
yeah, I haven't seen any T-scale in real life, just pictures.
Yeah, and that's all I've seen as well.
I've seen actual Z-scale, and if you all think you've got it, everyone thinks N-scale is small. Z-scale is way too hard to work on, in my opinion.
Yeah, like Sparky said. Oh, James says he's getting a set of New York City passenger cars in T-scale. Heath, you don't have to do this one to do a video of a GG1 collection video to see how much you have. Yeah, I was thinking of either a circus challenge or a GG1 challenge where you have to run all of your... maybe I can do a GG1 challenge pulling a circus train challenge. No?
Well, if you did GG1, you'd at least get one other person because Ray Bobel has a GG1, right?
Yeah, there are people out there with them. That's for sure.
I was tempted by one, but because all the new ones just came out from
Broadway Limited.
Broadway and Bachman, I think, both did. So.
Oh, Bachman did too. Yeah. I don't know. I've got so many. I just can't. Just can't justify buying new ones. But yeah, let's. I got one package here too.
Oh right, the speaker.
Yeah. So this came in the mail as well. This actually came from Roy. So I have not set it up yet, but I think it's going to go in that corner back there so that it kind of booms off the wall out of the corner. But this is it's a sub for the Rolling Thunder setup. So I'm excited about that. Artie says he's got 4 GG1s floating out in the Pacific at the moment. Apparently, he stuck 4 of them in a bottle and somebody threw it.
I think he put them on a container or something.
In T-scale, you can a motor or lights, but not both. Are you talking, Martin, about putting DCC into a T-scale unit?
So there's
that's
there's my subwoofer with the Rolling Thunder sitting on it.
Oh, there it is. I see it under the bench back there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, you have a lot more room than I have.
Yeah, your little space could fit in this room like 4 times, at least.
Yeah.
In fact, your space there could fit inside my master bedroom's walk-in closet.
Container Man wants to know what a GG1 is. I'll let him look it up. I saw a small layout that was a train and a briefcase. The layout looked like a model of a Lionel layout with 2 large people operating it. That's awesome. That's actually pretty cool. I have the 100th anniversary Transcontinental Railroad Baby Blue GG1 in 3-rail 031. Is that the... Find it. It's the like the American Railroad or something it's called, I think. I'm a collector struggling to be an operator. I'm a hoarder struggling to be a collector, struggling to be a... Yeah.
Heath, I don't think you've reached hoarder level. You haven't. Have you ever watched that show on hoarders? You're nowhere near that. You can actually walk on the floor in that space.
Yeah, American Railroads. That's... pull it out so people can see what we're talking about, but here it is. This is what Andy's talking about, is this guy here. Is the American Railroads GG1. I actually didn't know all of that information about it, though. I did not know that this was the 100th anniversary Transcontinental Railroad Baby Blue. It says 1969 to 1902? Oh, no, wait. 8902 it says. 1969. Oh, I see. 1869 to 1969. I don't know. I'm sure Andy has a lot more information. Martin says no. I thought we were talking about DCC. Probably the ugliest paint scheme they ever put on it. Probably true. I don't know. What I want to get is they do have some, what are they called? Passenger cars in the same scheme, but they come up so rarely. Yeah, Norman, I don't know if I talked about this yet. I have little red dots, and I'm going to put these little red dots on all my stuff when I inventory it, so that I can attempt not to buy multiples of the same thing. But I collect trains so I can run them on a layout. Okay, so another box. So yeah, I gotta get that subwoofer out. But as you can see, this one says whatever that word is right there. But this, I'm not sure which one this was. I found a bunch of stuff on eBay that was like $5, and I was like, or it was like bidding at the time for like $2 or whatever, and I was like, I'll bid up to $5 for that, and what's the chance I'm gonna win anything, right? Well, I've got this box and I got another box down there to open of $5 trains. But let's see which one this is first.
So that same night, I got that Santa Fe set for $42. Another seller was selling a bunch of just individual Athearn blue box cars for $8, $9, $10 each. And I got like 6 of them.
There you go.
Yeah. And shipping for all 6 was only $15, so it amortized out pretty nice.
Well, and that's kind of like, if it was just, I just bought a Hooters off of eBay. Now I'm very confused.
Yeah, an HO scale Hooters. Because of last night's STS that you missed, there was a lot of Hooters discussion.
Oh, I was standing out in the rain while that was going on. So, but yeah, like I'll buy things for $5 a piece if I can get multiples of them and combine shipping.
Right.
I don't generally want to get like a single item and then pay for shipping. So that's like if I see something that looks interesting, I'll look to see if the seller has other stuff that I can combine shipping.
Yep.
But
I do the
these I
exact
thought
same thing.
these were kind of interesting. The first car that I saw was actually this guy right here on top, the pacemaker. And these are, I didn't realize these are older Lionel. They're not the orange boxes we all love. Or if this was an orange box, it's no longer orange anymore. But I've got pacemaker in N scale, and I thought it would be fun to get a pacemaker in no scale. Oh, it says December 11th. Okay, it's probably 2011. But so since I found this one, and I thought I would like this one, I also ended up getting this one, which is a 75th anniversary famous catalogs boxcar. And it's basically got pictures from the catalog. And then he also had this one. So I guess it must have been a whole set. Because this is 75th anniversary off-track accessories covered hopper. Oh, now I have 2 covered hoppers.
There you go.
But yeah, so there's I don't know how I can get these all. But yeah, so these 2 are 75th anniversary cars. And this is obviously the pacemaker. But I thought that, for $5 a piece, combined shipping,
Yeah, exactly.
why not? So this next box.
By the way, real quick for clarification, it doesn't have to be covered hoppers. Jack specified it could be any hoppers. So if you have some other regular hoppers, those will work too.
Is that a GG1 on one of those boxes? That's a good catch, Nathan. I do not think it's a GG1, but it definitely is something electric. It can't be a GG1. It's only got 4 wheels on it. Or, yeah, four axles on it. So I wonder what it is. Who can tell us? Good eye. Good catch, Nathan.
Yeah.
But I just thought, these are cool looking cars. And from the pictures, the New Haven Rail says bipolar. I don't know if he's talking about me or if he's talking about the electric car. RJ78 says it's the GG0.
Yeah, it looks like it's some kind of precursor or earlier electric engine that they made the GG1 a bigger version of.
So I cannot figure out how to get this car out of here, and I'm trying to do it without destroying the box.
Anthony Dodd is right. His hopper video was the best.
What was his hopper video? I didn't.
You have to go watch it. It's hilarious. Because he doesn't have any actual covered hoppers or hoppers, but he did a video and it was hilarious.
Oh, so New Haven Rail says bipolar is an electric locomotive. So it looks like So that just might be it right there. But you can see out of the plastic, it looks, it's a pretty nice looking paint and everything, considering the.
What are those tiny little words on the right below Lionel trains say? No, on the picture of the train, there's those tiny little words under there. Does it say anything? I can't read it.
I can't read it either. I don't have my glasses on, so there's no chance I'm going to be able to read those.
I wonder if that has a hint as to what kind of logo it is.
Oh. I think New Haven's probably right. It's probably one of those bipolars. So Damien's talking about GG1 before the GG1 was the DD1. I have the DD1 as a saved search on eBay, but the only one that's coming up right now is one for like $500 from MTH. and I just can't. I can't justify paying $500 for a DD1.
Yeah.
But yeah, RJ78 says you're not supposed to be able to read the fine print. But so this is another box of $5 cars, and part of
Cool.
why I got it is so these Walthers cars. This one happens to be a cushion coil car. The Pennsylvania Railroad. Come on, there you go. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And I paid back in the day $6.99. It said 1927 Cadillac. Yeah, above the logo picture. We're trying to figure out below, above it. And by the way, people keep pointing out I have 1 thumbs down. I set up the reminder for this video, and then went and looked at the reminder like 10 minutes later, and it already had a thumbs down on it. So
somebody has notifications set for you and saw you post the thing and did a thumbs down.
Basically. Oh, did Anthony Dodge hit 900 subs?
Yeah.
That's big news. That's
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
He was stalled for a while, but after like a week or so ago, he started crawling back up again.
That's happened to me multiple times where like all of a sudden you just, you're going, and then it's like for like a week or two, like nothing. Like not even like a single, sometimes going backwards.
Yeah,
So.
Anthony was sort of drifting up and down plus or minus 5 or 10 for months, like 2 or 3 months, he was saying, I think.
And then every once in a while I'll start getting subs, but like nothing changed. Oh, so here. I like Benny. Benny is what got Benny from Boxcar Benny from Creative Rails. He got me started live streaming. Boxcar Benny had about 900 subscribers. I don't believe he had broken 1,000 yet. He had 900 subscribers last October and stopped streaming and stopped posting videos. He not only broke 1,000, he's I think up to like 1,400 subs or something like that. And
Wow.
He hasn't posted a video since last October, and he's gained like 500 subs. He's gaining subs faster than I'm gaining subs, and he hasn't posted any videos.
YouTube's algorithm has decided to spread his videos around now that he's not posting because they know that they won't have to deal with him.
Yep.
So they're spreading his videos around. He's getting subs, but he's not there. So
Let's go back to this camera. So I think 2 of these or 3 of these may be doubles. I don't know if they're actually put together or not, but like here's a PRR PS1.
I think we were bidding against each other on this one.
No,
Not really, but I was looking at a box that had or a seller that had like 6 of those old Walthers white and blue box cars. Oh, those are penny though, so I probably wouldn't have been bidding on that one.
Yeah, so these are all Pennsylvania. They're all,
It might have been the same person though, because
same
there was
seller.
one seller I was looking at had like 20 or 30 auctions for like ranging between 5 and 8 cars of all these old cars like this.
And he had, I think I won, I think 6 of them, but he had more than 6. I just lost some of the
$5
I just lost
bids,
some
yeah.
of them, and I just didn't bother. I wasn't gonna bid more than $5, so I got to $5 and I stopped. In some cases, I'm able to maintain my budget. Yeah, so here's a gondola, a boxcar, another boxcar. I believe these are all the same boxcar, the exact same.
Yeah, it looks like
yeah.
like the same model number even.
Yep, 3717. They're all exactly the same. Another gondola, which I think is, yeah, those are the same also. And this is another boxcar. But, like, I don't have... I feel like...
You have to renumber them.
Well, but also, I'll just weather them to the point where you can't see the numbers on them. But, yeah, I mean, they're nice looking boxcars and stuff for what they are. And I don't have really any HO freight at all. So it was kind of the idea was just to get some extra HO freight. And they were they were PRR. There was one I was bidding on I thought that wasn't PRR, but I don't remember. I don't think I won it or something. But so that's my things. No. It wasn't $5 for 6 cars. It was $5. It was less than $5 per car. So I basically bid up to $5 and nobody bid higher than that. So they were all under $5 and then shipping was maybe $12 or $13 or something. Yeah, if I don't operate, no need for different numbers. And I also feel like having these, like, I'll weather these and use these for, like, getting my, what's it called, the golden spike thing or something like that. So I thought they were kind of, if you take 2 pieces of pizza and slap them together, is that a sandwich?
Yes.
So Sean McGee, I think that's his first comment on my stream, and I don't know how long, and that's his first comment. I love it. Oh, I love it. Is a corn dog a sandwich? That's a good question. I don't know about that one. Oh, now we're getting into grinders, too? Human, I am appalled that you think you need to regulate what I say on your live streams. What did you say, Container Man? I
don't think he regulated anything. He probably just had a bad word in his message that's in your filter. And so it blocked his message.
I do have a lot of filters set up, like a lot of words. There was George, who is like MOH hardcore or whatever. Hardcore was in there. So he, for a while, I couldn't figure out why, but he wasn't able to post on my thing. Yeah, Norman, you gotta, when you're going through eBay, you have got to check the shipping before you bid on anything. There was something the other day that I almost bid on where it was like $40, and I was like, oh, this is a great price. And then shipping was like $70 or something. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's why it's so cheap, is because
I've seen on eBay the same vendor post the same item at 2 different prices, and one of them is like reasonable shipping and a high price, and the other one is a low price but ridiculous shipping.
Yep.
And so they amount to the same price end result. They're just trying to catch people.
Did you try texting it to me, Container Man? I can look at my phone if you're texting it to me. David says he gave up on eBay in 2003. eBay is one of those things where you just got to be careful. Like, I definitely think there's there's good deals to have. You just got to play the game. And if you don't want to play the game, we actually debated this, Steve. Is a hot dog without a bun still a hot dog? People were saying that a hot dog isn't a sandwich because a hot dog is technically the meat inside the bun. That the hot dog isn't technically the whole combination of stuff. But yeah, do your research of buying off eBay, which is the same thing. I find that my research and what I kind of learn from being on eBay helps when you go to a train show too.
Yeah. One of the tricks I've found with eBay recently, at least, is switching it to ending soonest.
Yes. Yep.
On your search, and you can find deals that are like, it's going to end in 2 minutes and it's still only $5.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I got that $42 Santa Fe set that'll be here next week. It was ending in a minute and it was still $42 with no bids, so I bid.
That's how I ended up with that GG1 up there that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, you do need to be careful about it a little bit, but it's
yeah, it seems like the thing that I found is people doing estate sales and smaller sellers tend to have a little bit more reasonable shipping. All the big guys on eBay all have jacked up their shipping prices.
yeah, that is a problem. So I'm taking a quick look. Like, so, yeah, see, this is not the same. Let's go here.
Thomas, that is a good hit. A good tip is misspelled things.
But how do you find misspelled items?
Well, you just look at your keyboard when you're typing out GG1 and what are the characters nearby that they might accidentally type with it or around it.
Yeah. So I was looking. If you look at the numbers on this guy, I took away the thing. This guy's got the number. Come on, there we go, 14 on it. And I kind of feel like it looks a little bit like the way this guy was numbered. So I was kind of going through looking at some of these Lowell Smith things to see if these popped up anywhere here. Because I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out what. Can you guys see this? Did I add it? No. I'm like showing you stuff and I'm not adding my screen. I'll learn eventually. But like I want this set of this Lowell Smith stuff. They're just very expensive. Oh, here, 56, 57, 58. So yeah, I guess it's not the same. I'm gonna have to figure out what these cars are. I don't know.
Those look like more standard length stock cars to me.
World's great. Yeah, the Lowell Smith ones definitely do.
$2,000 for a set of cars. I don't know if I could roll with that.
$85 a piece, and it's actually a great price.
Sure, but it's $2,000 for a circus train that I'll never run.
Well, you could run it.
Because I'm not Heath.
Yeah, I mean, I would run it. That's World Greatest Show 14.
You need to have your job for a little bit longer before you go spending.
Well, that's why. Yeah, that didn't work. I looked up stock car, and this is what I got. That didn't.
Cattle car. Maybe try cattle
car?
car. Or animal car, maybe.
Yeah, that guy has had that on there for a long time. And, ooh, this is Snowpiercer is actually. I want to do I would love to do a fantasy train of Snowpiercer. I think that would be fun. Yeah, so I don't know what this car is. World's Greatest Show. Maybe let's try Atlas. Maybe it's an old Atlas car. Oh, jeez. Why is it? I'm definitely going to have to do some research on this because I don't know what they are.
So do a reverse image search when you can. Take a picture of the car.
There you go. Yeah.
And you just click the camera on the search box for the Google Images page. And one of the options is upload image.
Yeah, everyone who misspells "and" shows up. Yeah, sometimes if you're on Google like knows that things are misspelled and like
Corrects.
Corrects for it. I've got a couple of great deals on misspelled items. Take care, Heath and Roy. See you later, Sparky. Off to bed.
Sleep well.
He's heading out. I love that Snowpiercer idea. Yeah, I think so. What's interesting about Snowpiercer to me too is if you watch the TV show or the movie, from the outside, it's basically a standard height train. But then when you're inside of it, the cars have these like huge ceilings, and under the cars they have this whole like service quarter. So it's like the scale doesn't line up at all, but it's still. I think it would be a cool thing to model is just the whole Snowpiercer within like the snow and everything. Yeah. If you search human city, this is a problem with people finding my thing. Search human city without the brackets. Google ignores the brackets anyway. But yeah, it will autocorrect to humanity. And if you search human city, my page doesn't come up. But if you search human city Junction, my page does come up.
Yeah, they drop a lot of they drop a lot of characters in searches. Like if you put dashes and dots and commas and stuff in, like for numbers, it'll just strip out and just search for the numbers. So like I search for Cato part numbers, 20-184, and I get 2184 items on other things that aren't even Cato.
Yeah, just everything comes up.
Yeah,
it's kind of annoying. Let's check this poll. While I'm checking this poll, if people want to, where did Lynn McCurdy go?
He went to have dinner. He was here like literally 5 minutes ago. He said, "I got to go eat."
Lynn messaged me saying that he had a great story to tell tonight, and that
maybe he'll be back
getting
after
all
eats.
ready to. He'll be back after I sign off. Is I think what's going to end up happening, because it's I'm going to try and get back on a normal schedule because I've been working nights and sleeping during the day. So I'm going to try and get upstairs and maybe sleep some today, but I don't know how well that's going to work. Oh, Lynn's almost done eating.
Are you working this week again, or you're off? So back to normal for streaming?
Yeah, back
for
to
Friday.
It should be normal for streaming. Yes, I should be back Friday. Very good point.
I did a overnight stream Thursday to Friday, Jack style, but in the morning I got up and interacted with people around 8:30 for a little while. I got like up to 10 people hanging out.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's kind of what my Friday stream started off with. It was just a small group of people, kind of lunch break-ish, doing whatever. But if you do that more often, people will start knowing that you're there, and then they'll start showing up more. Like Jerry Satterelli's been doing a lunch stream a bunch of days now. So it's like I kind of start to know to like, go
look for
check. Yeah, check if he's on or not. Consistency is key.
I just did a couple nights of long running because Jack asked for, people to do some running like he does so he could take a break. So me and Joe Rader did it on Thursday. And then Friday night I did it again, but Joe couldn't. Nice. But
yeah, I think it's great that Joe started live streaming. I still remember Joe's it took forever to convince Joe to post a video. And then Joe finally posted his first video and he tripped over his tripod in his video and just left it in. And I love that because now he's out there live streaming. It's like
Joe says, "You get what I get. I'm not going to edit anything. I'm just going to record it and post it up."
It's great though. I love that part of the community though.
Yeah. And Joe's layout is awesome. He's got a beautiful big layout.
Some of the details on his layout. I mean, a lot of the details, but
and all the custom decaled and weathered cars and stuff and logos.
So Lynn, I was about to sign off and then remembered you wanted to tell your disaster story. Are you going to come up here and tell your disaster story, or should I start wrapping this up? And if people, either way, whether we end or whether Lynn comes and tells his story, if people in the chat want to start posting like upcoming shows or major events happening on their channel, or just anything happening on your channel is fine at this point, feel free to start posting up some of that stuff, and maybe we'll see. Oh, I have to invite you. Didn't you get the email?
You should have got the email in.
Oh, jeez. Some people you just gotta spoon feed them, making it difficult on me.
I'll be doing a unboxing, new arrivals video for all the HO stuff this week. I've been told I have to do it. I was kind of hesitant because it's like this big box. I just went nuts and bought a whole bunch of stuff. And so I was like, I'm going to have this super long video and people are going to be mad because I got all this stuff and they didn't, right?
Right.
But then several people were like, you have to do it or I'm going to get up the big stick, like Nancy with her big stick. And Joe and everyone else is like, do it anyway. Make them jealous.
So I tried to look really quick and I couldn't find it, but it's what's Joe's whole channel? It's Joe Raider.
It's Joe Raider, Black Rock Central Railroad.
That's what it's, Black Rock Central. Yeah. So Mark, look for search for Joe Raider, Black Rock Central Railroad. So
Hey,
Lynn,
man.
I was gonna sign out, and then a little birdie said, "Wait, I think Lynn's got a story for us."
Well, it's my mistake because I didn't scroll all the way down where it says enter. So I've been sitting here watching myself, listening, everything else. Doesn't mind.
So wait, so when you said
It's
invite
running
me,
up
you were already like lined up, ready to go? Is that what you're telling me?
Before you even came on, yes. I've got trains running with sound. I've got big, long not steam engines, but freight trains running around, passenger trains running. Anyways, you're almost ready to go to bed. It's getting late. So here's the story. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I don't know if anybody else is ready, but I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm in a modular club. We build modules. We go to shows. We do some big ones. We do some small ones. One of the big ones about 10 years ago was at the Anaheim Convention Center at that time was called the Great Train Expo. Now it's just called the Great Train Show because GTE was already taken. Anyways, Anaheim Convention's right across the street from Disneyland. It's a big place. And one of the sets of modules I have is 12 feet long and 6 feet yard going to the rear. I call it the monolith, based on the cement plant up in Tehachapi by the Tehachapi Loop. So we're there, we're set up, we do the whole show, and they only give you a few hours to tear down and get out of there. So it gets kind of hectic. Plus, a little bit of a rain came in off the ocean. It's close to the beach. So I'm trying to find my net to tear everything down. The monolith is basically just the ground and the modules, and then the buildings are all separate. You've seen pictures, or if you haven't, just look me up. It's all over the place. It's even on my Facebook thumbnail. Anyways, packed everything up, put all the buildings in this great big blue tub. The blue tub is now infamous. And I put it in the truck. I tie everything down. And I'm like the second to the last to leave. One other's behind me. And we're going up the freeway and somewhere around Burbank. And I know Heath doesn't know towns in San Bernardino, but Burbank is where all the TV studios are. I hear a bunch of cars blowing the horn and stuff, and I just ignore it. And I get home, and it's late. It's damp. I bring most of my boxes of trains inside. And the next morning I go out, and there's no blue box. It literally blew out on the freeway with all the buildings, all the structures. My wife goes, "Why didn't you put your name or something in the box?" And I said, "Because I didn't want the CHP come looking for me for that family of 7 in a station wagon. They got killed by this big blue box blowing into them." I literally had 2 members of the train club drive down to Burbank. Now, this is 100 miles or so from Palmdale, and look alongside the road trying to find anything left of the buildings and the structures. Now, I had literally 90 days before the next show which some of your viewers know is the GHAM out of Bakersfield. That's a big show. I completely rebuilt all the buildings, made it better. The monolith is taller now with lights and all kinds of stuff in it. And I have been told by the missus, never put the blue tub in the back of the truck. It's a club cab, it goes in the back seat. Even the club members remind me the blue tub goes inside the truck, not in the bed of the truck.
Yeah, I
Lynn, I don't even know what to say, Lynn, but only you. Only you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, too funny. Too funny.
Hey,
Well, Lynn,
my train qualify for any of the challenges? I had it longer, but a few of them hit the floor, but nothing major.
what do you got running back there? Let's see. I see it going past your shoulder now.
Oh, that's the passenger train.
So that Peter Lloyd Lee, which is M. Peter LL,
But
the
if
passenger trains.
But if you look above, there is a ABA Santa Fe Freight pulling a fairly long string of boxcars, gondolas. I had a firefighting vehicle at the end of it because this is California and we do have fires, but
That's a cool
That's
vehicle.
neat.
Undone.
That's a. Did you build that?
Well, yes and no. The nozzle turns. It can squirt. Doesn't squirt though. It's actually something else. And if you notice the yellow markings on it, the whole car was bright yellow. And metal wheels, KD, painted it flat black. And I was telling the guys there's a couple of these parked up alongside the 58 freeway in Tehachapi. Because they get fires in the tunnels and stuff up there all the time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they were showing news images just a couple weeks ago of a UP train with a couple of those kind of cars on it fighting the fire, the Dixie Fire.
Well, there's two. There's one up in Donner Pass. Everybody knows Donner Pass. And the KDY in that area that they're using something similar to this. And then the other fires around Burlington, Northern Santa Fe, they have a caboose set up with all the equipment and two tanks with fire retardant and so forth, and they can shoot off the back of the caboose all directions and anywhere to put fires out. They've been using it quite extensive.
Mr. Jimbo's Trains just wanted to point out that the blue tub issue was not my fault.
That is correct.
But then Artie from Awesome America said maybe we need to do a deeper investigation to confirm that I hadn't played any part in it. So.
Well, it was what 10? It was 10 years ago, so it was before you were modeling trains, right?
Yeah.
It was while I was taking a break. I had been into some train stuff back in the 80s, but yes, I had not done it in a while. I think Sean's comments kind of in line with tonight's conversation that maybe Lynn should be looking for his buildings on eBay.
Would have needed to do that 10 years ago. They're probably long gone now.
A lot of the replacement buildings came from eBay within the next week or two.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
How do you transport? You said 12 feet by 6 feet? A module that was 12 feet by 6 feet?
There's 3 4-foot modules that interlock.
Oh, okay.
So go into a crate like a baker's rack. There's 1, 2, 3. And then the one in the back is 6 foot. It's a yard that has its own crate that it goes into, and they're stackable, all with wheels. And then I have a custom made by one of the carpenters in the club. It's a triangle piece. So you have the front, and then at a 45-degree angle, and then the yard in the back.
And when you go to a train show, you hook it all up to a 53-foot semi to cart everything down there?
You know better than that. You've seen my horse trailer. It goes in a horse trailer.
I can't believe you get all that into a horse trailer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Plus all the other modules. They all stack in there.
Horse trailers are pretty big. You got a lot of space.
It's a small horse trailer. It's a vintage 1958 single axle.
Right, but even the small ones still they're a lot more spacious inside them than, say, like a U-Haul of a similar size.
Well, they're kind of like Keith's room. They're tall. They got a lot of room going up.
Yeah.
It's a 2-horse trailer, right?
That
Like
is
a 2
correct.
horses side by side. Yeah. Have you ever had horses in it, or you've only had
Yes.
model trains in it?
No,
Oh, you've had horses in
that's
it.
why I had it. I used to have horses.
Hmm.
I had 2 appies and a quarter horse.
I think he's saying, how does the horse feel about that? I think he's saying that
Horse-
with the trains being the trailer.
Now that was a deal. The by the way, horses cost a whole lot more than model trains. A whole lot more.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's,
NMRA X is this weekend. If people haven't checked that out yet, definitely check that out. Yeah, well, I was planning to take a nap during my show tonight, and I didn't get a chance to do that because people kept talking. So I didn't get to take a nap, but I am gonna wrap this up. So now that Robert from Flying Crow is here, it's definitely time to leave.
Hey, Robert.
He hasn't fallen out of a chair, has he?
I don't know, but now that he's late, I think he has to stream right now, right? So maybe we'll convince him to start up
Continue
a
the
stream.
show.
Yeah, continue the show. Lynn, is your club doing the, I don't know what that word is, show next year? Doug has been talking about the show down at the club.
If we're invited, it's on a every other year. And with last year and a few other things, I don't know if we're up for next year. We'd love to be there. Oh, yes. They love to see our aircraft carriers and battleships. You do know about that too, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So they're like, as long as the battleship and the aircraft carriers are there, they want us there. But it's strictly up to Wagner and the Bakersfield boys.
Nice. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all for coming tonight. I will be back on Friday unless some harmless hobby. Oh, it started out as a harmless hobby, and I had no idea it would come to this.
You got it.
That's a great shirt.
I put
So
this
Heath
on
was-
just for Keith tonight. And then I
Good
kept
shirt.
getting hit in her.
So Heath, was that what you were trying to do when you left and I was by myself for a minute there? You were trying to go take a nap?
I think maybe I had fallen asleep and I hadn't woken my computer up, so it went to sleep on me.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I think it was telling me time to go. But yeah, I'll be around this week. I'll be editing that circus train video. That if you saw the trailer at the front, that's what that was. I will be back Friday to stream. Check out everybody else's stream. Support your fellow model railroaders, and I'll see everybody again soon.
Take care.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. about humanity.